What's up, players? Welcome to Sims Tennis. I've got another racket review for you. Today we will be reviewing the new Dunlop CX 200. I got this racket directly from the Dunlop sales rep, so I can only speak on the specs of the demo that I got, and those specs were an unstrung weight of 304.4 grams, a balance of 31.4 centimeters, and a swing weight of 266. All three of those specs were pretty close to their targets, so that was pretty good. However, having a target unstrung swing weight of 270 for an advanced player's frame is a completely different conversation that we should have. It basically makes it unplayable at a high level, so it's best to think of this frame as a platform racket that you would buy with the expectation of adding weight to. I added 6 grams of total weight at 3 and 9 before my first hit, and that brought the unstrung swing weight up to 280, the balance up to 32 centimeters, and the static weight to just over 310 grams. The CX200 received a few notable upgrades with this generation. They've thickened up the beam a bit, as well as widened the spacing of the cross strings, and they've also added VibroShield stabilizing tech, which is supposed to give a more stable response while filtering out some unwanted vibrations. I had a lot of fun hitting ground strokes with the CX200. On forehands, I enjoyed the nice, crisp, but low-powered response I got because it really allowed me to swing out with confidence. The racket also feels maneuverable and it swings quickly, so you can really put some good spin on the ball considering that it's more of a control-oriented racket. On backhands, the racket was great as well. I once again found myself enjoying that crisp, controlled response that I was getting, and again, it really just allows you to swing out with confidence. It also gave me the confidence to switch directions more frequently on the backhand side, and so that was an added plus as well. I would describe returns with this racket as solid. It's nice and maneuverable, and so it's easy to get into position, but it could use just a little bit more mass for stability. It wasn't bad by any means, but it would just be a little bit better with a touch more weight. It was a similar story on volleys. Overall, volleys were really good due to the maneuverability and that crisp point and shoot feel, but just a little more mass would make it a bit easier to put the volleys away. Serves with this racket were super reliable. It was easy to accelerate overhead, which made it effortless to get the head speed required to hit anything from a penetrating flat serve to a lively kick serve. The crisp response was again welcome, as it gave me that added confidence to really go out and hit my spots. All right, so who's this racket for? Overall, this is a good racket for advanced level players who are looking for a well-balanced frame and want to customize to their desired spec. I think this racket holds up well against many of the pro stocks at a much more affordable price. As far as comps, I found it to give a very similar response to a Pure Strike, but in a slightly lighter and more controlled package. All right, so that's all for the review. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Also, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to embrace the grind.